Hey there! In this video, I'm going to show you a clip of an interview I did with Amish Patel, pharmacy owner and entrepreneur. We talk about whether pharmacy ownership is stressful and the hours needed to make a pharmacy business a success. Have a watch, and I'd recommend you check out the full interview too.
If you succeed, there's no stress. If things are going to plan, you're not going to stress. But if things get hard,
Right.
it's stressful. It's like anything in life. When things are going well, it's enjoyable. But life's never always like that. So whenever you go through a rough patch, they're stressful because there's a lot on the line then. Because you've got, your effort that you've put in there, you've got responsibility of staff, you've got cash flows you need to manage, you've got business loans that need to be further. So that creates stress.
Okay. And let's say over a typical year, would you say more often than not there's more stress, or is it more easygoing and just occasional stress? How would you say how much of this job is putting real pressure or stress on you?
I think it comes if you set your stall out to say this is what I want to do, and you're able to do that, and things are going in that direction, it's not stressful.
Okay.
It's a reverse. It's really enjoyable.
Okay.
But the minute things like when I say I hark back to the initial days of pharmacy when it was boring, really the headroom is really capped. Then I found that whole period really stressful.
Okay.
Because I felt like I've got this energy, I've got this knowledge bank, I've got the ability to innovate, but there's no space to exercise that. So you just feel constantly in that environment. I felt like, this is a real drag.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like for you, what stress is not being able to express yourself the way you want to, rather than the actual work of doing things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So another thing I often hear about pharmacy owners is they have to really put in the hours. I know you've said at the moment, you've empowered your team, so it's not as much, but there must have been a time where you're learning your trade as an owner.
Yeah.
How do you find the hours? How did you find the hours? Did you have to put in a lot of hours as a pharmacy owner?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Right.
And you work your normal hours,
Okay.
and then you have to spend a lot more time yourself.
Okay.
You have to put in a lot of hours behind the scenes, because when you're at work, you're just coping with the day-to-day work demands.
Okay.
But if you do want to develop your pharmacy, your business, your services, that comes down to you spending time.
Okay.
And if you can't do that in your working time, you're having to do it in your personal time.
Okay. And if we're trying to quantify that, how you've got your core working hours.
Right.
How much time do you think, I know it's not an easy thing to say, but let's estimate, how much time do you think is eaten into your personal time, the hours you put in, maybe during the beginning stages rather than now, in a typical week? What do you think?
When you're starting out, I think around personal time, I think it was around say 70% of my time.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because it needed it, and when you're starting out, that's when you have to really nurture it and commit more time.
Does it get easier as time goes on, or do you think?
No, definitely it does get easier. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and if in the beginning, you're learning a lot, you're bedding things in. Once everything's settled in, it kind of runs a lot more smoother, so you don't find yourself consumed by a lot, having developed a lot more time. But every now and again, if there's a change, then that's going to take up. Then you suddenly see a spike in the amount you eat in your personal time.
Okay.
But you don't. But I don't see it as eating into our personal time. I just think look, it's my business. I've got a choice here.
Yeah.
Do it or don't do it.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, then click on the video to watch the full interview. If you like the full interview, then please consider subscribing to my channel. You'll get to see more videos like this.